Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at Zweilous in the Great League here. We did use this in the Season 1 Great League for our very last battle, so we're going to be going back and revisiting this team combo here alongside with Haunter as well as Azumarill. Now I will be fluctuating between two different Haunters. One is going to have Shadow Punch and Sludge Bomb, and then the other is going to have Shadow Punch and Shadow Ball. And both of those Haunters are going to have great usability depending upon those movesets there. So whatever one you decide to go with, they're both going to be pretty good. Now let's go ahead and focus on these battles here. We were going up against the Sableye, which is going to be one of those key matchups for Zweilous. And now we're just doing a ton of damage onto this Skarmory here. We did use one shield, and they haven't used one quite yet. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to go in with the Azumarill, and we're in a very comfortable position. We're going to let whatever they're going to hit us with go through, and going to farm up a little bit more. I was looking to, alright, so I think we're going to let this go through and just farm all the way down at this point. They have one more Pokemon with 2 shields. That's okay. Let's see if we can make this happen. It's going to be a Cradily. Very nice pick there, I must say, going off meta. Now, Cradily with its newly added Bullet Seed, I wouldn't say newly added, but it's buff, so it is going to be able to gain energy quicker to get off those charge moves, is going to be somewhat of a threat with hard-hitting moves like Grass Knot as well as Stone Edge. So we can't completely dismiss it quite yet. Going in here with the Haunter, able to get that Sludge Bomb through, and this is definitely going to take us down, but we have that Azumarill, and we're able to go in and take them out with like a couple HP, so very nice. So we're going to be switching up our Haunter to the Shadow Ball and Shadow Punch version now. So Zweilous is definitely going to be high up on the Great League meta list, but it is not going to be something you're going to see all too often because of the weaknesses as well as the cost to kind of make one of these things. 75,000 for that secondary move or third move, which is going to be pretty steep, and then potentially finding a good IV1. So going up against the Swampert is pretty good. Hitting us with not very effective. They did make a switch into their Altaria, and we're going to go ahead and go in with our Azumarill at this point. Yes, I do use Azumarill quite often, guys. It is just so reliable. It's a safe switch. It's tanky. It hits hard, has good coverage, and it works very well with a lot of Pokemon that you potentially want to maybe test out, and you can just throw it on your team for, I don't know, a peace of mind, so you can have that backup. Anyways, we're going to be able to get off this Ice Beam here and burning their last shield, and we still have 2 left. So they're making a switch very nice into their Registeel, and we're going to be going right into our Zweilous here to absorb whatever charge move they throw, while we're going to be able to dish pretty good damage with that Dark Pulse there. Not very effective with the Dragon Breath, but it does add up. Flash Cannon will not take us out in one shot if we do have full health. So now we're going to be able to go in here with our Haunter, and since we do have 2 shields and they have none, well, this is exactly what Haunter was made to do. So we're going to just farm down here. We have a ton of energy. They have 2 Pokemon left. Let's see what Haunter can do here with 1 shield left and a bunch of energy. Going in with Altaria, we're going to go ahead and go for that Shadow Punch. And then farm down just a little bit more. We're going to be able to shield this up and then dish out hard-hitting damage for whatever they do have in the back there, which is going to be that Swampert. And we're just going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball. There's no need for messing around here. And now we can go for Shadow Punch and not even really hit them because they have like 2 HP. And we're able to take the win with the Haunter and those shields. Really good idea to save them if you plan to use Haunter towards the end. So going into the next match here, we're met with an Altaria. Now, this is a great matchup for you guys to see here how Zweilous is actually going to be able to beat the Altaria. So we're going to be able to farm down at this point as long as we shield up this Sky Attack here and have energy for whatever they do bring in at the end. They do have both of their shields left, and we're barely holding on here, so we're going to get off that Body Slam immediately. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's see. It is going to be that Azumarill there. And we're going to go ahead and go in here with our Haunter. Now, we are down to shield. This is probably not the best situation, but let's see what we can do. Unfortunately, I do not have my Sludge Bomb Haunter with me, but Shadow Ball is still a hard-hitting move. So we're just going to go for that Shadow Punch. We get a shield out of them. That's great. And now we're going to be able to go in here with our Azumarill while we have energy on our Haunter, and the Azumarill on the opposing end, his health is a little bit lower. They're bringing in their Toxicroak here. Very interesting. Contemplating on going for the Hydro Pump. I should have, as you can see here. Not able to get to another Ice Beam at this point, expecting a Sludge Bomb with no more shields left, and that's exactly what it is. Going in here with the Haunter, farming down. Can we take the win here? Going for that Shadow Punch. We need to burn that shield. And now we're cleared to go for Shadow Ball, folks. And there you go. Haunter, yet again, coming in amazing, as well as the other team pulling their weight. And Zweilous, very nice entry there. On to the next battle. We're going up against another Swampert here, so we just have to make sure not to let an Earthquake get through, because that's going to hurt us quite a bit. Deciding to go ahead and go with the Body Slam. Looks like I was just building up to a Dark Pulse. They're letting it go through. Now I have to make the decision, are they going to hit me with a Earthquake or a Sludge Wave? That still would have hurt too, so that's fine. We are down a shield, but we have a bunch of energy. They're going in there with Toxicroak. These Body Slams are going to hurt. You know the Body Slam spam, guys. And they're shielding it up, getting the first shield, switching into Haunter. They're going into Jirachi. Now, this is a very bad situation for me. The Confusion's doing a lot. Our moves are going to do a lot if we can get them through, but they're going to shield it up. Now, at this point, I should have went back in here with a Azumarill, gained energy, and absorbed this, and not used a shield here. Then I would have still been able to farm, and then potentially, I don't know, had energy on my Azumarill, backed out. Well, the timer's still going. I would have stayed in with the Azumarill, but nonetheless, they're able to go back in here with the Toxicroak, farm on the Zweilous, and then they're able to get to a Sludge Bomb here. And I think they have so much energy from before, we're not able to get to an Ice Beam now, and they're going to hit us with another Sludge Bomb, and we're going to lose that match there. But still, good game. You have to learn from your mistakes, right? So we're going into the next match, met with a Registeel. It's about time. Let's see how this works out, right? So getting ready for a swap to catch a Focus Blast. This would have been so amazing, but it's a Flash Cannon. That's horrible because we just gave up one Pokemon. Just straight up, it's done. So now we just have two Pokemon, and we're not looking great. They're making a switch into, look like they're a Azumarill there. And we're gonna, I mean, we have to get out of here. Gonna try to, I mean, we're stuck. We're switch locked. So we're shielding it up to potentially get off a few more Body Slams, do a little bit more damage, but I'm not giving up yet. Now we can switch, and we're going to try to catch this Ice Beam here with our Azumarill. Perfect. And let's just hope they have Hydro Pump, because, you know, Play Rough is going to be doing neutral damage more so than Hydro Pump, and it doesn't take as much energy. Unfortunately, it is a Play Rough version. So we built up a ton of energy. We're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump, and they decide to use their last shield here. Play Rough is definitely not going to take us out, and we can't really afford to use our last shield. I mean, technically we needed to use our last shield here. There was really nothing we can do at this point because of the swap, and they do have a Hypno there. We're going to be bringing in our Zweilous, and let's go. Making a little bit of a comeback here, but unfortunately losing one whole Pokemon like that in a blink of an eye really took a toll on this battle for me. Hitting us with Flash Cannon, building up some more energy. They are shieldless at this point, and these Dark Pulses are no joke, doing a good amount of damage. Are we going to be able to get to it? Wow, we're getting to Body Slam, but it's not over yet. They still have a Pokemon back there. It's going to be that Azumarill, and unfortunately, they're going to be able to get to their Ice Beam and take us out. Hey, we tried. In goes my Azumarill with like a couple HP. We don't have enough energy, and then they take us out. So, alrighty, good game there. And we're met with a Sableye. This is fantastic. Expecting a switch here. Because we are Dark type, we will be resisting the Ghost moves as well as the Dark moves. Hitting us with a Foul Play, not very effective. And we're just going to town with that Dragon Breath. We're going to go for a not very effective Body Slam. Probably should have just went for Dark Pulse, but I kind of wanted to preserve the energy. And unfortunately, I actually hit the Body Slam right when they went for their Foul Play. So we have a tie, and I wasted energy. I didn't really hit them, so I can farm a little bit more. In comes an Altaria here, and yeah, we're definitely going to go down. We took a lot of the health off of the Altaria, though, with our Dragon Breaths. Going to be going back in here with a Azumarill and expecting a switch after that. And there it is. They're going into their own Azumarill. We're going to go ahead and go into Haunter here. And we're still rocking the double Ghost charge move here. Shadow Punch and Shadow Ball. And what can we do? We can bait the shield, or we can just go straight for Shadow Ball. We're going to just go for Shadow Punch, no shield. At this point, I think we should just go for Shadow Punch all the way here. Just get the shields, do a little bit of chip damage. And they're going for Ice Beam. I mean, yeah, and anything that hits Haunter is going to basically take you out. So we are shieldless. We're going to be getting a lot of energy here, because we potentially want to have enough energy to take this Azumarill out as well as this Altaria here. Let's go ahead and go for that Ice Beam. It's going to be doing a lot of damage. They decide to use their last shield. Very nice. But we have another Ice Beam ready to go, and this is going to take it out. And now, what is it going to be? And they give up the match. I don't know. Okay. That's kind of like what I did yesterday. I was like potentially in a position to win, but I gave up. So, good game. So we're met with a Garvantula, and this is good and bad. We're resisting the electric, but also we're going to be taking super effective from the bug buzz, which it could potentially have. So we have to keep in mind 4 of those volt switches is going to equal a bug buzz. So they did get to 4. We're going to shield this up, and good thing we did. And they're going to be switching into Altaria here after we made that block, and we're going to go right into our Azumarill. And you know the drill. Just going to do the Azumarill thing up against Altaria and go for those ice beams here. Could have potentially built up a little bit more energy. They're deciding to let it go through because, well, they're going to go back in with the Garvantula and hit me with a discharge here, which is going to definitely take me out. What do I decide to do? Dragon Breath it down? Yes, that's exactly it. They have 1 Pokemon left, and it is going to be a Stunfisk. Now, this is another good position for my Zweilous because we resist the electric moves. The ground moves are not going to be doing much, but they do add up. We're going to be letting that go through. Discharge, not very effective. And at this point, we're just going to go for those body slams there. We're going to be making an immediate switch after they did use that last shield there. And we're going to be shielding this up. It's going to be a Mud Bomb, super effective. And this should almost take it out. We should have to get off like 1 more Shadow Claw. We did run into a bit of lag right at the end. Oh, okay. And then we take them out. Very nice. Let's see what we have for the next match. We're met with an Umbreon here. So this is another good matchup for Zweilous. We will be resisting the dark moves, and that is exactly what they're going to be doing for the quick move, while our Dragon Breath is going to be neutral, and it is going to be digging in quite significantly, as you can see here, hitting us in return with their own normal type last resort. And we're just going to keep those body slam spams going here with the Zweilous. I love this Pokemon. It looks so awesome with the 2 heads, and I love how they fight amongst each other too, in the middle of a charge move too. Anyway, so looks like let's not use a shield. We're going to be able to survive this barely and get off our own body slam. Now they can, if they decide to commit 2 shields, sure, okay, well then they win that matchup if they use 2 shields, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our Azumarill and just farm up a little bit. Last resort, it's going to do chip damage that I'd rather not have, but that's fine. And now they're going to be able to pick, but we have a shield, and they're going in with Lantern. Alright, so they have no more shields. They go into an Alolan Marowak. Wow, and we have Haunter. This is looking pretty good. Let's play this right here. And we are using the Sludge Bomb version, so we do have Shadow Punch farming down a little bit more, and we're able to get to a Sludge Bomb. This is going to hurt the Lantern quite a bit, coming from a Haunter there. Not as much as Shadow Ball, but still good. I like to run Sludge Bomb because of the Azumarills and just to surprise people. We have a Hydro Pump, and this is going to seal it. Yeah, we take the win. Very nice. Moving on to our next opponent here. Our score has been fluctuating, guys, because like usual, testing random stuff. We're met with a Haunter. This is a great matchup for us, unless they have Sludge Bomb. Still not that great for them. They're switching into Tropius, and we're going to go for our Haunter. Now, check it out. Watch the Sludge Bomb. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Very spicy. And not too sure if they were expecting this or not, but it gets through, takes them out, and we're just going to go for that Shadow Punch right away. Before we go down, they're bringing in their own Haunter, which is great. We're going to go back in here with Zweilous, expecting them to switch right away, but we're going to go for a Body Slam to see if we can get a shield, but I think they don't give it up. They're like, no, I know that's Body Slam, and they're going into their Registeel here. This is an even game with 2 shields. We do have a bit more health on our Zweilous compared to the Haunter, but let's see how all this plays out. So the game is basically riding on their Registeel to take this win for them. We're able to get that Hydro Pump through with 2 shields left. Yeah, I like that situation a lot. And we're going to go ahead and let this go through. We need to save our shield for the Zweilous. I think that's what I plan to do. Go in for an Ice Beam here just to do damage before they take us out. Or get that last shield, which is great. They're switching an Ice Switch. And they have a charge ready. And this is why we saved that last shield for this moment here. And we're going to be able to... We could have Dragon Breath, but I just go for the Body Slam. And we take the win with the good old 2-headed dragon there. Moving it on to the next one. Let's see what we have. We're met with another Altaria. Now, I think this one plays out differently. They do shield up the Body Slam, so we can have a good understanding on how that's going to play out as well. And yeah, they shield it up. But as you can see, even if I shield 2, I will be able to come out on top of this. I think I should be able to. Yeah. Wasted energy there. Totally wasted. You don't need to do that. You can farm down and have a couple of body slams ready for the next Pokemon. Unfortunately, I did not do that. And in comes the Azumarill. We're going to go ahead and just go for body slam. We don't want to switch because we don't want to lose that advantage. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kind of swap out them gaining a bunch of energy. But we will be able to potentially handle this situation going in with our own Azumarill here. And hopefully it's not a Play Rough. It's a Hydro Pump. All right, well, that doesn't mean they don't have Play Rough, but technically, probably not. This is more than likely an Ice Beam. Yep, all right, so Hydro Pump and Ice Beam. We're going to go for the Sludge Bomb, or we're going to go for the Shadow Punch this time. That part hasn't come quite yet. That would have been a waste of an energy there, for sure. So in comes the Registeel. And we're just going for Shadow Punches because Poison's not very effective to Steel, and this is going to add up. I know a lot of people like to rock Shadow Ball, which absolutely it is fantastic, but this is just the way I like to go once in a while. You've seen me going with that Shadow Ball anyways. Going to be going back in here with our only Pokemon, Azumarill. Going for an Ice Beam, trying to bait that last shield. This is a Hydro Pump, and they shielded up fantastic. We're going to be able to survive a Flash Cannon. So at this point, the bubble damage is starting to add up quite nicely. So we can simply go for an Ice Beam, and this is going to be enough to take out the Registeel, and we're going to be able to take that win. Moving it on to the next one here, let's see what we have going on. And we're met with an Azumarill. This is a situation in which you need to kind of evacuate immediately. So we're going to be going in with our Azumarill here, and they're deciding to stay in. A lot of people like to wait for you to get off our Hydro Pump, use all that energy on their Azumarill, or see exactly what you're going to use, and then they're going to make the switch after you did exhaust that energy. And as you can see here, that's exactly what they did. So a lot of people like to bait with Rock Slide to get a shield out of you and not use all that energy, but they're going straight for Thunderbolt. We're able to get to a Hydro Pump here. Now after this, I plan on switching because Azumarill is resisting the counter, and they will be able to farm us quite a bit. So going in here with our Haunter, we're going to have to use a shield at this point because, you know, all of those moves are going to hurt. Alright, so we have a bunch of energy. They have 2 shields. Let's see what we can do here. They're going back in with their Azumarill, and here's where Sludge Bomb comes in handy, folks. Here we go. Super effective. We get it through. It goes down. They go in with their Registeel. They have 2 shields, but yeah, let's see exactly what happens here. We're going to be able to put on the pressure with these Shadow Punches. So the Lock-Ons are not going to be doing much damage whatsoever because we are Ghost type, and Lock-On is going to be normal. And we're going to go ahead and go for another Shadow Punch. That's all we're going to be going for, not Sludge Bomb, obviously, here. I'm going to be throwing the Azumarill to catch this. Thought that was pretty clever there. Really nice usage of a 3rd shield. And now we're going to be able to potentially go back in here with the Zweilous and just do a bunch of damage with Dragon Breath and get to that Body Slam here. And we're going to be looking great. They're using that last shield. And I think they thought we were going to get off another Body Slam. They just go for Flash Cannon. And we're able to take the win there. I think we would have still been able to win even if they went for Focus Blast because we have the Haunter. So going into the next match, we're met with a Stunfisk. And we've seen this before. We know that this is going to be a winning outcome for us. We're going to let this Mud Bomb go through here. Stunfisk is a very interesting Pokemon and a really good choice as well for the Great League now. It can destroy a lot of the meta for sure. So we are going to just go to town. We got the Dark Pulse through instead of going for Body Slam, and that worked out great since they did not shield it up. And we have a bit of energy to hit whatever they do throw at us here. It is going to be a Toxicroak, so we're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam. The nice part about this is we're going to be Dark weak to counter, so they're not going to be able to really farm us. And we're going to go right in here with our Haunter, that's right. And we're going to shield whatever they throw at us up and just farm this thing down so we have plenty of energy for whatever's in the back here. Let's see what it is. And a Azumarill, let's go for that Sludge Bomb. Let's do this. Can we get it through? We do. That was just a Shadow Punch. And at that moment, they did give up the match. So Sludge Bomb, very nice. Very nice. Alright, so for the final battle, we're going to take a look at my signature team in the Master League. Mewtwo, Melmetal, as well as Garchomp here. And then the video's over. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And we're met with a shiny Best Buddy Garchomp. Wow, this is awesome. So we're going to go up against it with our Best Buddy Mewtwo. But unfortunately, it was not equipped at this time. I forgot to do that. But that's alright. They're going to be going for an Outrage. Good thing we shielded that up. Going for another Scythe Strike here. And I think I decided to shield this up and I want to farm down. That's kind of ambitious. It's a bit ambitious. or just gain a little bit more energy. Okay, that works. So we're going to be able to get off a couple more Psycho Cuts and get to a potential Focus Blast. So we're making a switch to catch an Outrage. That was very nice. Wow, okay. Okay. And they're going to be making a switch into Metagross. So this is not great, really, but at least we're going to be able to chip away with these superpowers here. And, you know, first one's going to do okay, next one's going to do less, and so on, because you're lowering your attack as well as your defense every time you do use superpower. And they're going to be getting off a Meteor Mash, not quite taking us out, but they're able to farm us a little bit here. So I'm kind of contemplating, we should go in here with Garchomp for sure, farm a little bit, or, I mean, we have no real opportunity to do that. I think we're just going to farm it all the way down and take this. They're going in with their Dialga. We switch into our Mewtwo, and you know what it is, the one-shot Focus Blast. Now, this is really a one-shot. Let's get it. All right, I like that a lot. This is looking great. Going back in here with their Metagross, and we're just going to go for the Side Strike. Not even going to try to farm at this point. We're going to be able to take the win here. So thank you for watching again, trainers. If you did enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.